Hello everyone and welcome to Lesson 3. I hope you're having a fantastic week. If you haven't already seen feedback from me on your resumes, please don't panic, it is coming. These assignments often take me a little bit longer to get through because I really want to make sure I'm leaving you quality feedback that will be helpful to you on your next and final draft. So, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what will be helpful to you as you finish up those resumes and move on with your job hunting. I do have some hints that I want to share with you, and hopefully those will do the trick and help you feel confident about the resume that you have created. To start, I'd like to share a quote that you see right here. It is, "Words have meaning and names have power." Now, the longer you think about this, the more sense it makes, and it's just a quote that I love that has stuck with me. And in this case, I want to talk particularly about the power that a job title can have. When searching for a new job, you typically want to make yourself appear as professional as possible, and that means presenting your past work experience as professionally as possible. You'll see a list right here of some common jobs and then ways that you can present them just a little bit more professionally on your resume. For instance, if you are a secretary, or if you have been a secretary, you might list that experience as executive assistant or office administrator. If you've worked as a maid, perhaps you'll say professional housekeeper or housekeeping attendant. A salesman might be a sales associate or a sales professional. A babysitter could be a child care worker or a child caregiver. A janitor might be a sanitation specialist or a custodian. And a teacher, if you have worked as a teacher, you might say a professor of whatever you teach in a college or a university. Or you might even say the subject that you teach, an instructor. If you are a yoga instructor, if you are a fitness instructor, if you are an online instructor like I am. A little bit more description in a role of teacher that has so many different subdivisions is helpful on resumes, and it gives a little bit more power to that name that you're giving. Now, often words like administrator or professional and specialist, as you've seen used here, can help elevate just about any job title. So I encourage you to do a little bit of research. If you're not sure what the professional title for your job would be, go ahead and look it up. Find out what is industry standard and then choose the thing that is strongest and will set you apart the most. Now, we've talked a little bit about how names are important in our professional life. And to end, I just want to share a spiritual thought about how they're professional in our personal and spiritual lives as well. This quote by Henry B. Eyring reads, "The Savior knows and loves you. He knows your name as you know His." I love the simplicity of this quote because it reminds us that just as we know His name, just as it's natural for us to say Jesus Christ or our Savior, just as we know these names, He knows ours, and our names would roll off His tongue just as easily. He knows us personally, He knows us intimately, and He loves us more than we can even comprehend. Try to keep that in mind this week, and as you move forward, know that He's there loving you, supporting you, and cheering you on, just as I am. I hope you have an excellent week, and as always, if you have any questions, please go ahead and reach out. I'll do my very best to support you. But otherwise, good luck, and I look forward to seeing your finished resumes.